so glad to be able to offer the help at Vital Energy with your shoulder rehab and the neck rehab. Today I would like to give you opportunity to tell us that how your journey has been, and especially with the PTSD that you had suffered.
You know, I was very hesitant on coming, period. I mean, I thought it was just another pile of stuff. You know, I've been through quite a few therapies, tried Gold's Gym, things like that. Didn't work. So, anyway, the doctor was my heart doctor was very insistent that I come to rehab because my heart rate is so low. And she said, you need to build up your heart rate. And so I said, well, okay. So I finally showed up. I was very impressed with you in my interview. And you talked about things, you picked up on things that were so deeply buried in my memory and in my soul. The very first time I met you, I felt comfortable. And I don't feel comfortable with very many people. I mean, I'm a cancer and I'm an only child, so I pretty much so stay in my shell. And, you know, I enjoyed talking to you. And when I got here, I had to come here, I was walking on a cane. Couldn't walk, having lots and lots and lots of pain everywhere. And you have very gently moved me along. I can ride a bicycle for a mile. I can walk. But you found places in my head that I didn't even know were there. I haven't slept over 4 hours in 35 years. I go to bed anymore at 8 or 9 o'clock, and I sleep till 7 or 8 o'clock every morning. Sound, good, restful sleep. No nightmares. I am a Vietnam veteran. I'm a United States Marine. I was one of the first combat women in Vietnam. I am a first lieutenant. I went in as a second. I came out as a first. I didn't wear a skirt and a dress and all this good stuff. I'm a combat Marine. Was born and raised in a little town called North South Carolina, which is all swamps and air base. And that's where I grew up.
And you took several gunshots.
I was shot twice. I was glazed on the left side of my head, which I still have 7, I think, bullet fragments there. And I've got, well, I don't have a clavicle anymore because they cut it off, but I had a hole through my clavicle, and it was shot clean through. So I was just telling him how we fixed it. We took an empty shell casing and stuck it in the fire and got it fireball hot, shoved it through my shoulder, or shoved it in my shoulder and pulled it out and cauterized it and threw a rag on it and went on about my business.
And you still served us. We are so thankful with that shoulder.
Oh yeah.
And stayed through the.
Yeah, I stayed right on. It didn't, it healed. It didn't bother me. I was one of the last Marines guarding the airplanes when we finished loading our men to leave Vietnam. I've lived through a lot of things. I've done a lot of things that I cannot say that I regret doing because it was all done in good faith. Even though we didn't win the war, we went there to win the war. And until we were pulled out, if we hadn't been pulled out, we'd still been there probably. But that's the United States government's problem, not mine.
And at the evaluation time, I was really surprised when I touched your head and I found the scars. And that's what told me that there is a lot of emotions that's buried. And until I change that, I'm not rehab, help you recover with your PTSD, or help you recover with your muscle spasms or tightness in your neck muscles, or with the shoulder recovery, and especially changing your heart rate.
Yeah.
Because once that emotional blockage got released, it's making everything much easier.
Everything is coming along so much better. I have not fixed Thanksgiving dinner in over 5 years for my children. I had 36 people at my house, and I cooked Thanksgiving dinner for them. And it was so joyous. It was not a chore. I didn't hurt doing it. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Do you want to give a message to patients suffering with PTSD?
If you think you've got it, or if you don't know that you have it, which I didn't know that I had it, come find out. Because I tell you, Miss Ema's she's got a touch that's a gift from God. I mean, she really does. She touches your heart, she touches your soul, and she can reach that inner part of you that's there that you don't let anybody touch. But she has a way of getting there and opening up all the bad doors and getting all the monsters out. And I'm not well by a long ways, but I feel so much better.
And you can raise your arms
I
up.
lift my arms up, I can do things, I feel good. My grandbabies look at me and they're like, Granny, what have you been doing? You're smiling.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm glad you gave me an opportunity to do your rehab thoroughly.
And
not just physical rehab we were able to do.
all of it. I mean, it's like going to,
Spiritual, mental,
it's like going to a
emotional.
psychologist, a preacher, I mean, a psychiatrist, getting physical rehab, mental rehab. It's fantastic.
Thank you
And-
very much.
And,
And
you know, I didn't know that there was a place like this, and I'm so thankful that God sent me here.
Thank you.
And, you know, I'm passing out cards everywhere I go and telling people that I know that, you know, you need to